Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, everyone. Checking to see if I'm live. Let's see. Should be. Where's my computer's going crazy? There I am. There I am. Like and share. Let's. Crazy stuff going on. The Schumann resonance is going off the charts again. I see somebody's coming. Yeah, oh, I forgot to put my headset on. I'm getting there. I don't know how much of a difference this makes. I mean, I don't think it's that much, but I think for some it's fine. It makes a difference. Hi, Miss Julianne. How are you? Denise, yay, hello. Yes, you may, Miss Denise and Miss Julianne. Ugh, my computer just going like crazy. So I just saw this, it was a series of pictures, and it was from Prescott, Arizona, and I used to live in Prescott Valley, which is right next door. There's two different kinds of birds. One was a hawk, one was I think it was a different type of hawk, but it's not one that I think I've ever seen. So the one has he's almost like a grayish white. He has a mouse. And this other hawk comes up underneath him, and the hawk, the grayish one, it's like he's gonna attack the other one. He opens his talons long enough for the mouse to drop, and I'm getting goosebumps. And the hawk underneath catches the mouse. I mean, the mouse is a goner either way, because no matter what, either he's going to get it from the first hawk, the second hawk, or the drop. It's like, but that was just so intense. It's like, oh my gosh. It actually is kind of like, it's kind of like the energies, because it's like, okay, another big drop, and when I say drop, another big drop of energy coming in. On Thursday, when I was on, the Schumann resonance was pretty calm. Well, now look at it. Now, once again, we had, let's see, so on the 2nd, from like 1 o'clock in the afternoon is when it started until early morning on the 3rd, going off like crazy. And a lot of people, I was reading in the comments, people are saying, oh my gosh, that's when I was down for the count, I had to take a nap. And then it settled down, but then it was around noon. How can that be? Am I reading that wrong? Oh, I might be looking at it wrong. It was yesterday afternoon, and then I think the second one was at midnight. That's what I think it is. Right where the line is coming in, that's midnight. So it was on the 2nd in the afternoon. Like crazy. Oh, Miss Denise, I'm sending you a hug. I got a call Friday morning. Saturday morning, somebody I know passed away on Friday night. And yes, so I totally understand, because when I went next door later in the morning to talk to my neighbor, she was just shocked, but she doesn't know the whole story behind the illness, which that's neither here nor there, but I understand. That's what I felt like yesterday. I felt like I was kind of in a somber, I was kind of a zombie. So I totally get it. All right, huge difference in sound. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, I knew there was a difference. I didn't realize it was that big, but good. Miss Jessica, yes, I will add you to the list. Yeah, it's been interesting. And yesterday, well, I just talked with a couple friends. I talked to Miss Ruth. She goes, she's so sweet. She goes, what can I do to support you? I said, I just need some Ruth hugs. Yay, Miss Kim! Yes, you did. Oh, funny. Tired yesterday, plus lots of other emotional. Yep. Well, it's just been kind of going at an intense pace. Actually, on Thursday though, it was calm. So. Yes, good morning, good afternoon. Yeah, it's still morning here. Still morning here. And I got up really early, so I was like super early today. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and read the cards for the week. Woohoo. I'll tell you, the Desert Speaks card. Yeah, I'm sending you just a huge hug, Miss Denise, because that, here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether it's fast, unexpected, has been, on the decline. It's still a shock for people. It's definitely still a shock. So I'm definitely sending you a hug, and I'm sending you some angels. Went to bed at 8 and slept until 6. Yay! Yay! Okay. So the Desert Speaks card flew on the floor. It came out really, really quick, kind of like the energies. It's just like, boom. I didn't see it because it landed, so I couldn't see it. And the angel cards, they just came out, boom, 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 just like so. This is for the week of May 4 through 10 of 2026. So here we go. Oh, look at this. I have all I need. How perfect. There's a lot of people that need to hear this, to use this as a mantra. And to do it in conjunction with breath work. It's because there's a calmness to this. And when you first say it, it's like, it might not feel like anything. It's like, I have all I need. Yeah, whatever. But the more you allow yourself to breathe into it and allow the calm to come in and allow the energy of this now moment to come in. Yes, we have all of this stuff going on with the Schumann resonance, right? And that's okay. We also have all we need in this moment in time. And if you want to add in this moment in time, because you think about it, it's like, well, Sue, but I got this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, okay, and right now, in this moment, do you have all you need? Oh, I do. I have all I need. And allow that to fill your cells. Allow that to fill your heart. Allow that to fill your body. Ooh, man. That tells me, though, it might be a hectic week. That's why so do a screenshot. Have this as your mantra. Have this come up on your phone as set an alarm every single hour. I have all I need. Do Post-its all over the house. First angel card we have is brush of angels' wings. Absolutely. Doesn't that feel wonderful? It's like, oh yeah. And if you just sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I can't feel it, but allow yourself to get in that space. And you might just feel it. And even if you imagine that you're feeling it, be grateful and then imagine it again. Yeah, so this tells me that the angels are so close this week because we need the extra support. And need is that, I don't like that word, but it's like something is going on. Second angel card, appreciate where you are. Yeah. This goes along, though, with the I have all I need, because it's like, okay, it might seem like I have a chaotic mess going on around me, but I have all I need. Yeah, appreciating where you are, it's bringing in the gratitude, and it's for, I think all of you are really good at doing that. Never hurts to hear it again, because I know when it's like, oh, Sue, come on, yeah, bring in the gratitude. Look for the things, in this crazy world, look for the things that I'm grateful for, and bring that energy in. The third angel card we have is feel our presence. Okay, so this tells me that, and I'm getting chills, and I'll tell you, it's starting to heat up in Sun City, Arizona, man. At least today it is. So this is going to be a week. Look at this. And I'm getting, major chills. We are being reminded we do have all we need. You're right where you're supposed to be. And feel us. Feel our presence. And feel our presence is, yes, it's about the angels, and it's about our loved ones. It's about noticing the signs, noticing the messages, noticing the flash of light, noticing the thought that goes through. Your loved ones are still here as well. So, everybody just take a breath and feel that. Yeah, we are being so supported right now. The universe is supporting us. It might look like it's doing a lot of crazy things, but actually it's the universe supporting us because we're able to handle the extra energy. And here's the thing is, how many of you, because you've been doing this for a while, you've been listening to me for a while, you've been doing stuff on your own for a while, how many of you now are the ones that you have friends coming to you, it's like, oh my gosh, are you noticing the energy? I feel so chaotic. And you can say, oh, well, have you cleared your energy? Have you grounded yourself? Take a breath. You're the one now. Have you noticed that? Yeah. It totally, yeah, it totally doesn't matter, does it? Does it, Denise? You know, and even there's similarities with the person that just passed and my neighbor who passed back in October, and even my other neighbor that passed a couple years ago, in just the progression. And I'm just, yes, I was close to all three, but I'm also just a half step behind where I can take a little bit more objective looking at things, and I see the similarities. And the biggest similarity with all of them, all three of them, once they decided, they went fast. Now, and these were all illnesses going on, so. Kim is sending hugs to everybody, I think. Hi, Miss Beth. No, it's perfect timing, Miss Beth. How are you up there in Prescott land? I was just talking about a two hawk. When this is all done, you're going to have to go and replay and listen to the beginning, because that was up in Prescott, and I did share it on my page. Excuse me, I did share it on my page. So if you look at my page afterwards too, you'll see the progression of the photos of the hawks. Okay, so I'm shuffling for Miss Denise. Oh, and the other thing, yeah, so keep in mind, Friday was a full moon. So again, shuffling for Denise. Sorry, that was the rest of my headset. Oh, boy, this one. We had a full moon on Friday, full moon in Scorpio, and then the 31st of the month, so the 1st and the 31st. We have another full moon. So the second one is called a blue moon. I can't remember what sign that is in, but keep in mind, so we have major energies coming in, and we have major energies going out. So we're sandwiched in the middle. All right, Denise. Oh, mystical magic. Yeah, Denise. So this is you taking a step back and putting yourself into observation mode. So it's like, because I know right now things are intense, right? And you're in it, and yes, you have to feel it. You have to go through the emotions, and yet sometimes when you can just take a step back and it's like, okay, put myself into the observer role. And I think sometimes this might sound kind of strange, but it's like when you can put yourself into the observer role, it's almost like your higher self can comfort you. Whoa, that is intense, but I can see it. It's like, you know, the angels feel our presence and our loved ones, and brush of an angel's wings. Those were right there too. But it's like we underestimate how powerful we are as well, because either our past life selves, our future life selves, our parallel universe selves, our higher self, we can all comfort this current presence of ourself. Oh man, that was huge, Denise. So yes, let me know how that resonates. All right, Miss Julianne. All right. Hi, Miss Yvonne. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. All right, shuffling for Julianne. Shuffling for Julianne. It's kind of hazy today. It almost feels like a lazy kind of day. But I think with all the energies that are coming in, I think we need those lazy days because that's when the integration comes into play. And how do we integrate? Keep our energy clear. We keep our vibrations high. We take naps when we need to. We drink plenty of water. I should say hydrate. How? Excuse me. Because some people might need more electrolytes. Some people might need to add that, the good Himalayan salt, just a little bit in our water. Wow. I feel it in helping my husband go through the processes there. Yeah, that's all. And I'm getting chills again. That's awesome. Wow. I'm getting another wave of chills. Miss Denise. So, that was something that a lot of people needed to hear. So, good. All right, Julianne. Okay, Julianne, what's going on here? It's funny because there's something, I know that the colors are different, but there's something about, it's almost like so in some of the Schumann resonance, and not this one so much, but in some of them, it almost looks like stuff is sprinkling in. And this up here, it looks like stuff is sprinkling in. So absolutely clear your energy. And I know you know multiple ways of clearing your energy. And actually what's coming up for do you do sound healing? Do you have crystal bowls, or do you have, if it's not a crystal bowl, there's other things that you can even taking 2 wooden spoons and banging them together. But what it feels like is sound. So there's something about sound or tuning forks that either you haven't looked at before, or you need to look into it deeper, because that's what I'm getting for you to, it'll take you to, it'll clear your energy on a whole new level. So, I don't know, Julianne, let me know on that. I honestly, I don't remember if that's something that you do or something that you're into, or, and I know that there's different videos, even on YouTube. There's one, it's, and I always forget what it's called. I just search for 528, and it comes up with 528 hertz, and there's different healing, and all they do is sound. They do a commercial at the very beginning, but then all the rest is sound. And sometimes if I lay down to take a nap, that's what I listen to, because it's just so healing. I have tuning forks. Okay. So I don't know if you're using them. So shuffling for Miss Jessica. I don't know if you're using them, but if not, use them. And if you are, use them more, or tune into maybe another way of using them. Yes, bells and chimes and whistling and clapping. All of these are great ways to clear the energy. Yeah. The other thing with tuning forks, and I don't know how to get them to a certain, because I don't have them, but I've seen people use them where, like if you have a headache, get whatever tuning fork and you put it on your head someplace, and it helps resonate through. It looks pretty intense. Pretty cool. Okay, Jessica, shuffling for Miss Jessica. Bam. All right. And I think, Yvonne, you are the last one on the list. So if anybody else joins, they're going to be locked in with you. All right, Jessica. Oh, yeah. Ooh, seeing the chimes just start going off. I haven't heard them this morning, so, and actually, that's pretty funny. It was just a bam. Oh, yeah. Maybe it's a punctuation of the sound healing. You know, and that's actually a good comment because yesterday I was sitting outside and there was just enough of a breeze that the chimes, outside chimes were going off continually. So, all right, so Jessica, I feel like noticing the colors that are popping up because it feels like there's, so there's, it's going to sound really strange, but if you notice the colors that you're seeing and then break those down into the chakras, and I even feel like 1, 2, 3, so the top 3 colors in that order, and it feels like the showing yourself has to do with those chakras in that order. Because it feels like, I'll use solar plexus just because that one's so easy for everyone to get because it's your gut and it's standing up for yourself and it's showing yourself, and it's also allowing you tuning into your gut feelings and maybe not, if somebody says, oh, that's hogwash, and not buying into that. But it feels like those 3 chakras in that order is what they need to be cleared and to focus on. And even going back to I have all I need, going back to that mantra and almost like going through the chakras, clearing them, and then going through the mantra of I have all I need for that chakra will intensify and expand the showing yourself. Okay, Jessica. There you have it. Let me know. All right, Miss Kim. Let's see what we got for Miss Kim. This one did not want to go back in. Calm. I love this. So when I was doing the pre-shuffle, I pulled one just for me, and it was this one. So I'm going to say there's definitely feeling our, going even back to the very beginning when I was talking about I have all I need is the mantra, feeling our presence and feeling the brush of an angel's wings. Bring all of those in to expand the calm within you. Yeah, because it feels like the intensity that's going on with the Schumann resonance, you might be feeling it even more, but I also feel like there's other people around you that are feeding into. It's like if you have, this tiny little bit that is like, oh, I just feel a little off today. And then you have somebody else saying, oh my gosh, I just feel like, and it's like, so it expands for you. And it's like, wait a minute, no, I don't want to take on your stuff. And get back to your calm. Get back to your center. Get back to breathing in, I have all I need. Feeling your angels, feeling your loved ones, feeling your guides, your galactic family, all of it. And then allow that energy to expand out. Whew. Kim, there you go. All right. We got some more people. Hi, Ms. Diane. I haven't seen you in a while. So Yvonne was the last person on the list. So what I said was, I'm just going to add, if anybody else pops on, I'm just going to add you to the last poll. So I got you added. Miss Jessica, whoa, beautiful. I kind of picked up bottom 3, but all, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, it's whatever resonates with you. Oh, you too, Miss Val. Hello, Miss Val. I'm adding you to the last poll, so we got it. Woohoo. Kim, that's just what I need. Texas does, yeah. Okay, yeah, I hear you, hon. Hey, I got some of that exact same. I have all I need. That's pretty funny. Hi, Miss Marlene. I'll add you to the last grouping, too. Even though you didn't say you wanted a card, I am assuming. And Miss Marlene also, check out the post. Okay, so I'm shuffling for Miss Beth. Shuffling for Miss Beth. I shared on my personal page these 2 hawks up in Prescott. So you'll have to, and look at the succession of the pictures. You'll like it. Okay, shuffling for Miss Beth. Shuffling for Miss Beth. There it is. Oh, I love this one, Reach Beyond the Stars. Did you get this one before? It seems like you did. But, and it does feel like it has to do with not a yoga pose, because it doesn't, I don't know if you do yoga, but it does feel like stretching and gentle stretching, because I know sometimes it's like, you know, if you feel like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna reach, it's like, oh, what did I just do to my back? So it's gentle stretching, but it does feel like stretch as much as you can, as in raise your arms way up and stretch out, you know, maybe lean to each side, gentle, because it feels like that's the physical part of it. And it also, what it feels like it's doing is, it's just so bizarre. It's not bizarre. It's almost like, you know how people say when people crack their knuckles and it pops. What it feels like is and there go the chimes. It feels like as you stretch, there's trapped energy, and it's another way to clear energy, because it feels like it's trapped, and that's kind of a weird term, but it feels like it's stuck. That's a better word. And it feels like stretching, physically stretching, will help you reach further in whatever your goals are, whether it's energetic goals, whether it's spiritual goals, whether it might be physical. Maybe you want to be able to stretch more, but it feels like doing just gentle stretches will help with everything else. So let me know, Miss Beth. Let me know. Okay, shuffling for, I'll read off the list. I got Yvonne, Diane, Val, and Marlene. Shuffling for all of ya. Kim says, thanks so much, confirmation of calling out the helpers, and it's really going well when I can remember to allow them to help. Yes, look at that. I love it. Good one, Kim. Good one. Okay, so Yvonne, Diane, Val, and Marlene, and this is the last pull of today. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I know what it is. Last pull of today, and then I will be on Thursday. Again, I'll tell you, last Thursday I was rambling. We'll see how this coming Thursday comes, how this coming Thursday will be. And then, of course, I'll be back next Sunday. All right, so Vaughn, Diane, Val, and Marlene. Bam. keep growing. So what it feels like is, so, okay, huh. Yeah, it's so interesting because it feels like absolutely this actually goes along with that. It goes along with the I have all I need in a strange way, because it's as you are learning as you are learning things, it's sinking in and helping you realize that you have all you need. I know that sounds strange, but it's like, like if you were, okay, if you're making a new recipe, say that you're making a new recipe and you're looking at the list of ingredients and it's like, dang, I don't think I have that. Let me see. And you're going through your cupboard and it's like, wow, I have it. Or, and this is interesting, and this kind of feels like where this comes in a little bit, is if you are going through and it wants this and you don't have that specifically, but you can substitute this for it, it's like, okay, what you are learning is sinking in enough to realize that even though you don't have exactly what you need, you have what you need. You can make do with what you have. So it's almost like your knowledge is expanding into, instead of learning, it's turning into wisdom, and it's turning into true knowledge, where you are able to synthesize and put it into practical terms. Bam! Don't ask me to repeat any of that. So that was Yvonne, Diane, Val, and Marlene, and oh my gosh, I'm really curious on that. So Beth says, thank you! Right on target, yay! That's awesome. I love to hear that. Oh, you guys. Yeah, this is a week where really, two of the angel cards were feel our presence and the brush of an angel's wings. And this is absolutely, so allowing yourself to notice that your angels are, going back to, I love it, Kim. Going back to what Kim says, confirmation, calling on your helpers, and allowing them to help, and noticing when they're there. You are very welcome, Miss Val. It is big stuff today. It does. It feels like it's kind of like it goes along with the Schumann resonance. The more stuff that comes in, it's almost like the deeper the messages come in. So thank you for recognizing that, Miss Jessica. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me live today. And like I said, I'll be on Thursday, hanging out with, a rambling, whatever is coming up. We'll see how the week is going with the crazy Schumann resonance. And then I'll be back next Sunday. So have a great week, everyone. Remember, I have all I need. Use that as your mantra. Take nice deep breaths. Bye, Miss Val. Bye, everybody. And I will see you next time. Angel blessings to you.